authentic self out now on all platforms. Y'all go get that, man. Y'all go tap in. We doing this for the fam. They was the ones who was there, when nobody else was. Love.
I know it, just in case I gotta slide. Protect the brand, ain't acting tough, it's up about mine. Same way you got it, you can lose it in drop of a dime. It's like a thief in the night. 1 minute you got it, the next minute it's gone. I can give you $1 million worth of game, I'm putting you on. I don't never count favors, that shit be out of love. My Uncle Wayne get to meet him, but he died a real one. Move on, I can't move wrong. I feel like Derek went to my jeweler and got rose gold. Jewelry don't mean nothing to me, I'm true to myself for sure. But I'm still shining and rhyming. Turn it up, I'm on the radio. See me out in public, they pointing, they be like, there you go. It's a vibe when you listen to me, I ain't telling lies. I survived, they counted me out and I beat the odds. Could've died, I was covered, I'm steady thanking God. Streets not easy, you gotta pick a side. If you can't hold your own weight, you gotta move aside. Every other day in my city, it's a homicide. Only time my city come together is when the bucks rise. Crime rate went up for sure, I seen mamas crying. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Real recognize, real to real recognize me. I put my feelings in my lyrics, turn up, get the vibe in. Rapping, hoping that you hear this, I'm forever sorry. Just talked to Uncle Ma, he told me to remain solid. Red and blue lights flashing, I keep hearing sirens. Gunshots at night, can't get sleep, god damn it, I'm tired. Recording downtown in the milli, prices getting higher, higher, higher. Cardiac glasses on my face and a C10 wire. Low-key, I'm blocking all the hate, they know who really flyer. They check the sauce for the date and it never expired. Niggas need to retire. I feel like Derek went to my jeweler and got rose gold. Jewelry don't mean nothing to me, I'm true to myself for sure. But I'm still shining and rhyming. Turn it up, I'm on the radio. See me out in public, they pointing, they be like, there you go.
So I grew up with like half of my family in church, other half you know, we're all in the streets, like heavy. So it's like I was in the middle of both. Like I got to see both sides and like learn from mistakes of like my older cousins and like aunties, uncles. It didn't matter who it was. Like I learned from people's mistakes. The ones who was in the streets heavily, I always like listen to them like, hey, no, you don't want to go there. You don't want to. So I knew like they always used to say they doing this time for me or they did it for me already. So it's like I don't have to go down that road. Growing up, my mom made sure she kept us in church. It's kind of hard to like influence me. Like I already have my mind made up. I ain't doing it. If I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. So, but I always just been myself no matter who I was around. It was just like natural for me. Like anything happened like at an early age, like learning and seeing other mistakes. Like I knew like I didn't really think to be like everybody else. Like growing up, like some people go down that road like with no father in the household at that age. I just no matter what it was, I just stuck to what I was doing. My circle was about the size of a quarter, and it's that small because I never really opened up to a lot of people. Like I'm a private person, so it's like I don't really be telling my business or just wanting to hang with everybody. Like I never been into that. So you should have a big business circle and a small inner circle. It's just like I don't trust everybody. You shouldn't. Everybody don't really have the opportunity to inherit money or get certain loopholes from people and stuff like that. So like being realistic, it's cool to work a 9 to 5 not your whole life, but sometimes for starters, as long as you have a goal and you getting your money, you stacking it, and stacking towards that goal, like you can eventually branch off once you get to a point to where you feel comfortable. Authentic self was really just like me expressing myself, like, and expressing to the people, like, it's cool to be yourself. You still can shine and look good. You can buy that new watch, that new car, that new chain, anything. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you can be yourself doing it. You don't have to do it to impress others. People respect you more, and you can go further being yourself. You put on a fake in the front, you can only go so far, so long. It's like you can go further, and it feel better. You was patient, you waited your turn. It's like, and when it finally come, it'll feel better, and it'll mean more to you. And people around you will know that you stayed true to yourself along your journey, and you didn't move foul or burn bridges along your journey. You just stayed yourself. I know it's bigger than myself. I want, like, this for my family, the ones who was there when I didn't, have everything figured out, or, when I was getting things together, the ones who was there at the beginning. It's like, it's for them. I actually was in the studio with a producer from Milwaukee, Tay Love. Got a studio set up in the basement, so I'm in the studio with my uncle and one of his friends. We all in the studio. Tay Love, he making a beat off scratch. I'm hearing it, I like it. So I'm telling him to keep going, and we, just coming up with my different rhymes and my different flows, getting the rhythm together, like while he making the beat. So it's like the beat and the song was from scratch, like everything was from scratch. And the first time I recorded it, I didn't finish that night, and he had the computer. I think something ended up happening with the computer, like he reset it, or he had to get a new one. So the files was deleted somehow, where that happened. So I had to re-record the song. And working in the basement, it didn't really affect nothing. I feel like you can record anywhere, like as long as the vibe good and you have like the good quality equipment and a nice engineer or producer you work with. The chemistry is important, but if you have good chemistry and other necessities you need in the studio, then you can record anywhere. So like, it was the same because like I felt the vibe. We was vibing up in there, so it's like it didn't matter. I already recorded in big studios, and this was like he one of the top producers in the city, so it was just like working with him and seeing him working and making the beat from scratch. It was like I was already vibing. You gotta spend something to win something. What I mean by that, it's a lot of investing in yourself. So like you don't have to pay for that studio time or videos. Sometimes you might have to pay for a beat. I wouldn't prefer using YouTube like that, but I know sometimes for starters that's what people use. That's what I use, but it's just like it's better to talk to those different producers and network so that you can make beats from scratch with those people.
Lit. I think that's our client right there. Sure, yeah. Hold on, we going this way. we going
I ain't no stakeout, but this man know that I look out for my people. If I said I love you, then I mean it. If I said I love you, then it's deep. If I said I love you, then it's deeper. And ain't nobody bigger than nobody. We together, we all equal. Got it on my own, ain't no leeching, yeah. I'm just tryna look out for my people. I'm just tryna look out for my people.
Vibes everywhere is money falling like a rainforest. Stop telling me to spend my money on, already paid for it. Dropping back to back, staying consistent. I'm trying to brainstorm. Marinate in the sauce, don't try too hard to bend and mix it all. Feel like Mitch, everything I buy, you know it's paid in full. You can't say I fucked up till I'm steady tongue.